Hi everybody, I'm Krabby Game Guy. This is my first episode of my first campaign with XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Let's go ahead and get a new game going. I'm playing on Veteran, and as far as advanced options, I do not like timers. I turn them off. Sorry, but the anxiety kills me. I do not play with Iron Man because I use mods, and mods sometimes cause crashes. I am going to enable Lost and Abandoned because I love the mission, and the other two DLCs I'm going to leave off for this this campaign. We've got 4 soldiers here for Operation Gatecrasher, which is always the first mission, and we'll see if we can't kill 6 enemies with 4 soldiers and not take any wounds, and for God's sake, not let anybody get killed. Here's hoping anyway. We'll have to take a look and get a lay of the land. We are concealed, of course, and it's very typical. Go ahead up to that statue, plant the X4 charges, blow the thing up, and get out of Dodge. That's kind of the way these work. Let's move everybody up and look for that first pod, and there it is. 3 guys standing right together. Man, that is exactly what you want to see on your first move. Go ahead and move up, at least into partial cover. I don't think full cover is necessary yet. We're still pretty far away, so I don't anticipate any fire. We'll move Harris up behind the car. Christine Klein with the really bad hat. We will move her up and get her close. She can take a reasonable shot. Move Dolly over, and let's go ahead and put her in full cover since it's available. I think what we want to do is we want to see who is best positioned to take out all 3 with a grenade, and I think Harris is the guy for the job. And sure enough, he can get them all with 1 grenade and not alert the second pod, we hope. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, we got all 3, and the next pod is not activated. Man, that's great. Probably the best thing, rather than move right now and activate them, just go ahead and overwatch and get everybody's full turns back. Right now, Harris doesn't have any moves. And we'll overwatch all. And now we can move up a little bit. Probably activate that pod. Smoke show. Let's see. Like to stay in cover, obviously. Really, really hate losing a soldier on the first mission. It's kind of unreasonable not to expect somebody to get injured on the first mission, but to get somebody killed on the first mission is, that's disappointing. I hate starting a campaign like that. It happens, but I prefer it not to. We'll move Harris up into full cover. That's great. And sure enough, he happens upon the second pod, which of course is an officer, and then 2 grunts as they're called. 49%. Do we want to do a 50-50 chance, or do we want to see if anybody's got a better shot or a better angle? Figure if we can get Klein closer. I'd love to put her in full cover, but she wouldn't have an overwatch shot. Put her behind the car. And then overwatch everybody. So let's see if we can get a couple of good overwatch shots here.
Moving to overwatch. Come get some.
Moving to overwatch.
And sure enough, Harris gets shot on the first shot. Smoke misses. Klein, yes, takes out a trooper. And Dolly, yes, that is why she is one of my favorite soldiers. Very, very good. 2 down, 1 to go. We'll put Smoke Show in cover. Go ahead and put her in full cover. And let's see what she can do. I think she's got a nice flanking shot here. 70% for a crit. And she does get a very nice shot. Not a crit, but still 5 damage. That's not too bad at all. Harris, at the risk of getting him killed, I'm going to go ahead and move him up because he is going to be right on top of this guy. He has a very nice crit opportunity at 73 at this point of the game, and he misses. Welcome to XCOM. Thank you very much. Klein, let's see if we can get her to hit a shot. And maybe a grenade? No. Not close enough, and 26%, that's not even a shot. Dolly is kind of out of the action right now, but we'll go ahead and move her up a little bit. Maybe she can get in a position where she can flank at some point or just get closer to the intended target. And then we'll overwatch and see what this guy does. He does move. Klein aims and misses, unfortunately. Still too far away. But I think he's hittable now. Let's see. He is in Overwatch. We've got to be very, very careful about how we move. We don't want to take any more unnecessary injuries. How about... wait a minute. I think I have an idea. I think maybe Smoke Show has a grenade. Yeah, that's the logical solution right there. And that will get the job done. And mission accomplished. Let's go ahead and... Here's where I really want to... I should have picked up that loot. That's going to kill me. It's just going to drive me nuts. Overwatch, everybody. Loot expires. Darn it. But we are going to go ahead and Overwatch, get another turn. Let Harris go ahead and plant the charges. X4s are planted. And Central, of course, congratulates us for the hard work that we've done. And we get a big boom, because that's really all what we're here for, is the big boom. But not a bad mission. 6 out of 6. 1 injury. And, yeah, I'd say that's excellent. That's appropriate. Now, let's go ahead and land this ship. And, then we'll get to see who gets assigned which category of soldier we're going to play for the rest of the campaign. We'll start with Smoke Show, and that's great. She is the specialist, a very underrated soldier as far as I'm concerned. Not only can they heal, but they can also do tremendous amount of damage when properly equipped. At the end of the game, they turn out to be very powerful, so that's a good thing. Dolly is the grenadier for us in this campaign. She's a fantastic soldier, so I have full confidence that she'll do a great job for us once she's equipped a little bit better. Grenadiers not worth much at the end of the game, but boy, in the beginning and in the middle where we plateau, they are very, very valuable. Unfortunately, the injured soldier is a ranger, and man, rangers are just one of my favorite in the beginning of the game, but we'll have to train another one in an upcoming mission, and I'm sure there'll be no shortage of missions. So Our sharpshooter will be Bad Hat Lady, and we're going to change that costume because there's some props I just cannot get down with. But anyway, a sharpshooter nonetheless, and Christine Klein is that person, and we'll move ahead. 29 days for Harris. Man, that's a long time. We got a trooper corpse, 5 of those, and an officer corpse. That's great. We also have a soldier bond. Love those. And let's go ahead and make a cool poster that we can hang all over town. And we'll move on from there. Let's go to see Dr. Tigan and see what he's got. Modular weapons. Now I really wish I had those that loot that we left lying on the ground. We'll go ahead and build some items with Shen. In the beginning of the game, 2 med kits is what I go for, and eventually I'll get a flashbang grenade. I use those a lot, but the med kits are important, especially when the specialists can't really heal anybody but themselves. Facilities. We'll talk a lot about facilities. I have a very, very different approach to facilities. This right here is probably where I am going to put a power relay because, let's face it, we're going to need it. Let's get it out of the way first. But we need an engineer to do that. We have an empty slot, and we will put Guerrilla Tactics School in there, and that'll allow us to go from 4 soldiers to 5 on each mission as soon as we get a sergeant. And that is... makes a big difference. And there's Central. We'll ignore him. And let's see what else we can do. Let's investigate and get some more supplies. We only have 20, so any little bit will help. It might offer us an opportunity to get that flashbang grenade sooner than later. And modular weapons are available, and man, I really wish now I'd picked up that loot, but again, we'll get more. I've got to get over that. And we'll move on and see what's up next. Hybrid materials or alien biotech. I'm always tempted to go for magnetic weapons, but 28 days is a long, long time. We'll go with the shorter of 2 evils, probably. Hybrid materials will help us with some armor technology and research. It'll open some things up for us. Biotech will move the story, advance it a little bit, but I don't think we're anywhere near ready for that. So let's go with the short one, 3 days for hybrid materials. And go ahead and click on that. We'll go back to the map, keep searching for supplies. Let's see if we can get those, and we do. 48 supplies. I'll take it. And we'll also take some rookies. I usually get rookies at least once, if not twice, during a campaign. You never know when you're going to need extra soldiers, so that's always something to get early and get it out of the way. And there is a new mission. And what do we get for that mission? An engineer, and we'll definitely take that because engineers at this point are extremely valuable. But that is for a later date. We will ignore this mission for now, and when we come back for episode 2, we'll do this mission and see how we destroy the alien relay. In the meantime, if you liked this episode, I hope you will press the like button. And if you liked it, go ahead and subscribe. And then watch the second episode when it comes out. I'm going to try to do 1 a week. I'm Krabby Game Guy, and I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you next time.